Welcome back to the show, everyone. In the last episode, we managed to get through rain that wasn't real because of the artwork. And
Colonel, it's Raiden. We've managed to avoid drowning.
Exactly. It's such a great clip. Anyway, and now we are at school, and I follow suit as the girls did and crumple into my seat with a sigh. What a depressing day it's turning out to be. As the teacher shows up and class begins, I give one last look out the window. Water streaming so heavily down the glass I can just barely make out what's on the other side. Time skip, apparently. The lesson goes on, though with each passing moment, I find it more and more difficult to focus on the subject at hand, the writing on the board blurring into an incomprehensible mess.
Gotta love those days.
I can feel it at the back of my skull, that familiar creeping pain. Why here? I've never had these headaches at school. They usually only crop up when something bad is about to happen. I guess it's not a full-blown headache, so I shouldn't have anything to worry about for now.
He's gonna turn to the window and Sayuri's gonna be right fucking there.
Is it a warning that something's coming? I don't.
Not Sayuri.
Yuzuki,
that one.
I don't know what to make of it at all.
Kenta? Are you okay?
I hear Sayaka whisper from her seat behind me, a gentle hand on my shoulder. I look to my side and see Hikari giving me an equally worried glance. Did I look that bad? Maybe the headaches are affecting me more than I think. I nod my head and muster up a faint smile. I can just barely even convince myself I'm fine, but it's enough to make them focus back on the lesson at hand. Lunchtime arrives and I just barely recollect what I was taught. What subject even was it? It's not important right now. At least now I have the time to collect my thoughts and get a grip on the situation.
How are you going to test well and get into a good college if you don't focus in class? We're gonna go get lunch, Kenta. Do you want to come with us, or...?
Having hopped out of her seat, Sayaka slips to the front of my desk and peers down at me with a grin. I blink. It takes me a good second to register that anything has even been said to me. You guys go ahead. I just have a bit of a headache. Sayaka offers a sympathetic look when I mention the headache.
Kenta, about the headaches. They're...
Hikari pops up out of nowhere and stifles Sayaka with a hand to her mouth before she begins dragging her out of the class.
Come on, Sayaka. He doesn't need to know any of that, and the queues are going to get big if we stand around.
Sayaka's muffled cries of distress are the last thing I hear before the pair vanish into the corridor. Huh. Wait. Headaches? Does that mean she knows I've been having them frequently? And more than likely she knows the causes of them? If they know anything that will enlighten me on this bizarre series of recent events, then I really have to chase them up on it. Ugh. And I can't let something as important as this be slipped under the rug like everything else they've tried to keep from me. I rise up from my desk with a wobble, my legs not quite all there. They should be at the cafeteria, right? I start for the corridor myself, but someone catches my eye amongst the waves of students going by. Silver hair and amber eyes, a female student marches along with a blank expression. My head rings. Where have I seen her before? Wait, is she really... There's no doubt that was cool, the way they did that. There's no doubt about it. She's the dark angel that's been making our lives a living hell. Yet, she seems like a completely different person right now. Gone is any trace of madness. All I see right now is an emotionless schoolgirl. Yuzuki? Her name falls out of my mouth the moment I come to the realization. Has she always been at the school? How did I not notice something as obvious as this before? Our eyes lock across the crowds. I fear something terrible is going to happen as dread sets in, but her gaze quickly flickers away before she carries on about her business. Huh? She was so intent on getting me before, and now she wants nothing to do with me? Something isn't adding up here. I know it's a stupid and reckless thing to do, but I can't help but chase after her. If I go to get Sayaka and Hikari, she might be gone by then. It's hard to keep up with her as the waves of students crash against me, everyone in a frenzy to get their lunch, but I just about managed to catch a glimpse of her heading for the staircase. Yuzuki, wait! She pays me no mind and continues to ascend the stairs. Why am I following her? I don't know what I can possibly get out of this beyond an early demise, yet I still insist on hiking up the stairs after her. She seems so different. Maybe I'm just secretly hoping that there's more to her than the initial crazed monster that confronted us 2 times before. Something that will help me make sense of this mess. I reach the top floor breathless after climbing the stairs 2 steps at a time. I peer out into the corridor to try to see where she might have gone to, but there's nothing. I'm sure I wasn't that far behind though. So where did she disappear to? I mean, this is where the stairs end, unless... Would she really be out there? In this weather? I make for the staircase again and up a short flight of stairs leading to the rooftop. The rain sounds more violent than ever outside. I can't possibly imagine someone willingly wanting to be out there, but I have to check just to be sure. I fight against the raging winds and heave the door open. Yuzuki. There she is. Nope, I won't need a pyro pasty. There she is, standing by the fencing, gazing out over the town with a hand idly gripping the mesh. Already the rain has drenched her completely, her soaked uniform clinging to her skin. She seems completely unbothered by it, though, as if she doesn't feel the rain at all. I've only been out here for a second, and I can already feel the urge to sneeze creeping up as the chilling rain makes short work of me. Yuzuki ignores me, her amber eyes vacant. At the very least, she doesn't seem hostile at the moment. Right now, I think the rain has a more likely chance of killing me than she does. I take a step toward her, my foot splashing into a sizable puddle.
What do you want?
She responds bluntly. I may as well be talking to a completely different person than the girl that went after my life. I think carefully before opening my mouth. While things are peaceful right now, it might take saying only one wrong thing to set her off. But I can't be too reserved. I want answers. After hesitating for a moment, my voice initially coming out in a croak, I finally confront her. Why are you set on killing me? I don't understand any of this. What I mean is, why me? She tenses up for a moment at the sound of my voice. I fear I might have said the wrong thing already, but she gradually relaxes again.
I'm surprised you even noticed me at all today. Tell me, Kenta, how long is it we've been in the same class together?
What? Has she really been in the same class as me? I'm sure I would have pieced things together a lot sooner if that were the case. Yuzuki lets out a bitter laugh.
You didn't even realize, did you?
I'm not sure
I may as well be a ghost. Do you know what it feels like to be completely invisible? When no one will even so much as glance my way?
Her grip tightens on the fence, the wires sinking into her flesh. What is she talking about?
To never be picked as a partner for projects. To never be asked to sit with someone for lunch. To even be ignored by the teacher in class. They all might seem like petty, small things. But over the years, they add up. And slowly, the hate began to set in. People are selfish, rude, arrogant. And you're probably just thinking, why don't you make the effort to make friends yourself?
I guess that thought did come to mind. All I can do is stand and listen as she continues, ignoring the urge to shiver.
Do you think I haven't tried? I've tried so hard to fit in. To be social, to talk to people. But after a certain point, the social circles are set, become impassable walls for those looking to join. My cheerful greetings were met with complete indifference. My attempts to talk with classmates were met with painful stares. Then it's back home to sit in a dark, lonely home before I have to force myself to come back to school. A place teeming with people, yet it's here I feel the most lonely. Was it too much to ask for a friend? Someone I could talk to, confide in, and have fun with, just like they do in the TV shows. Is that really so much?
So, she's just lonely? But why are you... She cuts me off as she suddenly spins to meet me eye to eye. The vacant stare is gone, and in its place, one of hate, aimed directly at me.
But don't feel sorry for me. None of that matters anymore. Not after tomorrow. Everything will change.
Tomorrow? As I ask her, a searing heat surges through my skull and forces a wince out of me. Yuzuki smirks at my pain.
You can feel it, can't you? She's so close to being free now. With every passing day, her power grows.
What are you talking about? Who's going to be free?
Oh, so they haven't told you. Interesting. I wonder why they're so intent on keeping it a secret. Regardless, everything will make sense tomorrow. I'll finally get what I want. She'll finally get what she wants.
Yuzuki drifts past me as I struggle to keep upright, the headache refusing to die down.
Goodbye for now. The next time we meet will be the last.
Wait, Yuzuki, what are you... It's too late. She's gone. I'm left alone on the rooftop in the pouring rain. I wanted to try to get to the bottom of things, but if anything, I think I'm even more confused now. Okay, I should get back inside now. Well, this took a turn. Soaked to the bone, I squelch into the...
Ew!
Oh god, squelch is like moist. Soaked to the bone, I squelch into the classroom. I didn't see Yuzuki on the way down, and she doesn't appear to be here either. So I have no idea where she might have vanished to. So I've lost her, and now I'm probably going to succumb to pneumonia. Great. God, stop being such a wuss, dude!
Ha! Kenta! What on earth happened?
Oh, I guess Sayaka came to check up on me since I was taking too long to get to the cafeteria. I turned to meet her with a faint smile, my hair dripping wet. If I tell her Yuzuki is here, or that I went to confront her on my own, she might worry needlessly, so I'll keep it a secret for now. Bad choice, douchebag. It's nothing, don't worry, I just fell into a toilet.
Nothing? Kenta, you're completely drenched.
But I just fell into a toilet.
What were you doing?
I tripped. I had to go out to get something, but it was too... I had to go out to get something, but it was too much of a rush to remember my umbrella. I'll be fine. Really. Okay.
Ew.
The sneeze isn't doing me any favors.
Come on, let's go get you all dried off. You're gonna catch a cold at this rate. And Hikari will flip if she sees you like this.
True. I'm lucky it was Sayaka that found me first. I offer no resistance as Sayaka takes me by the wrist and guides me out of the classroom. She doesn't question me any further on the subject either, of which I am thankful for. Almost dying in the rain outside, the rest of the school day goes by without much more happening. I catch no further sign of Yuzuki, though my headache lingers. I try to piece together everything that Yuzuki had said. From what I can understand, she's doing this all because she wants friends? It doesn't make sense. How did she end up the way she is to begin with? And who is this she Yuzuki kept referring to? Someone that is somehow linked to my headaches, and by extension I can only assume she's the cause of the monsters and everything else that has been going weird lately in my life. Yuzuki also implied that Sayaka and Hikari know more than they're letting on, which I could tell already, but not to this extent. I want to question them about all this, but I'm sure I'll be met with the same silence. Ugh. Why is everyone so damn secretive? I ask, not catching the irony.
There's no plot line.
I feel like I'm the only person in the world left out of the loop right now. I keep to my thoughts on the wet journey home, and before long I find myself in my room, gazing listlessly at the ceiling. The rain gradually dies down as the evening sets in. Things are finally calm, but for how long? Yuzuki's words are still repeating in my muddled mind. Something is going to happen tomorrow. Something bad, and I have no idea what. I glimpse out of my window. The usual tent is there, albeit a little more wet than usual. I feel sorry for them having to camp out there in this sort of weather. Those two girls, they've got to know everything that I'm struggling to understand here. It's not fair that even though this entire situation supposedly revolves around me, I somehow know the least. I don't know if they're doing it to protect me or what, but I'm beginning to feel like it's too late for that. I continue to stare at the tent. It's not that late, so they still might be awake. Okay, yeah. I've decided. I'm going to go down there and demand that they explain everything to me. I have to make a stand and be assertive. No more secrets, no more games. I'll refuse to leave them alone until they tell me all I need to know. I'll leave them no choice. Steeling myself, I slip on my shoes and sneak out into the garden. But we'll be asking them those questions tomorrow in another episode.
Aw.
That really? It's not douchebag?
I don't care. I'm gonna see it in like 20 minutes anyway.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you tomorrow for another episode.
Cliffhanger.